Today is 527 days that I'm here to share lessons and learn. I'm learning. I hope lessons will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I will speak about change. Change, emotions, feelings. Now, a lot of times people want change, but because of their emotions and feelings, they do not pursue that change. But now, when we want to pursue change, we need to expect some feelings. We need to know that those feelings will come. When you expect something, it's much easier to deal with it. Because a lot of times people want to change, but then the fears, a lot of feelings, emotions coming, and they're not able to handle it. They do not know about those feelings, and they fall back into comfort, and we do not have those feelings. So now when we go to change, sometimes you're supposed to expect fear, anxiety, frustration, wonder, sadness. Sometimes, of course, you have that hope because when you will change, when you start taking action, you'll have that hope and excitement. But without action, of course, there will be a lot of fear because when you take action, all the fear disappears. But now, when you know there will be a lot of bad emotions attached to that change, when you want to change, improve your life, now you need to understand what kind of emotions you need to translate to, what kind of feelings you're supposed to have to really make sure that your change are sticking and moving forward. So that means you need to work on desire, confidence, determination, positivity, resilience, open-mindedness, and passion. There's a lot of emotions that you're supposed to be working on. So that means start asking how you're supposed to increase your desire, how you can improve confidence, how you can be more open-minded. And when you start working on those seven values, emotions, feelings, the change becomes much more easy. So that means we do not focus anything on those bad emotions. Most likely those bad emotions will be always there. Because successful and unsuccessful people are different, not what they feel. Because successful and unsuccessful people feeling the same bad negative emotions. But what is separating is that successful people focus on positive emotions and they trying to increase them. And because I love the saying that when there's two wolves that trying to fight, the one who you will feed will win because it will be much more stronger. So that means that when you feed positivity in your life, of course, that side will increase, it'll become much bigger. And it doesn't matter how strong is your bad negative emotions because your positive emotions is so much bigger than your negative emotions. You will want to change, you will want to improve because every time that change brings something new, lessons, excitement, brings a joy. Because every single time when you learn and when you know that the word that fail is first attempt in learning, and you attempt something new, you failed, you adjust, you pivot, and you're able to change again. Because a lot of times when people start being okay and excited about every single change, every single improvement, every single challenge, life becomes much more joyful. Because a lot of times the less change you do, the harder it gets. The more change you do, the easier it gets. So sometimes, of course, if you are not able to change with big things, start to think about what kind of small changes you're able to make in life. Sometimes those 5-10 minutes when you start improving your desire, because of course setting some kind of goals, visualizations, meditation, it doesn't matter, look, but we need to start working on positivity. Sometimes those small positivity actions that you act every single day allow you to improve your positivity a little bit more. And what that positivity, a little more positivity, allows you to pursue bigger and bigger changes. So that means you ask yourself, what kind of step you're able to make today? Because people say that life is about steps. But sometimes people make too big as a step and say, oh, I just focus on one step. But if you chose to do a too big of a step, of course you will not be able to do that. For example, if you never did a public speaking gig, but now you of course you want to do a public speaking gig in front of 1,000 people, maybe it's a bit too big of a step if you never did public speaking in front of people. Maybe you want to start in front of 5 people, maybe 10 people, maybe 20 people. It depends on your confidence level. So that means, of course, choosing what step you want to take as a first step is very important because that could break or make your future. Because now, when you made a public speaking gig in front of 20 people, then okay, 20 people is comfortable, then 50 people, then 100, 150, 200, 500, 1,000. So it means you are able to make as many steps as you need. But when you really break down that big goal into small steps, and that means that you need to pivot and change yourself little by little, that makes you much more comfortable to pursue big things. Because I love the saying that nothing will always stay as nothing, but terrible could change into less terrible, and then a good, and then good could be changed to great. That means that even the worst thing that happened to you, the most terrible failure, could be changed to something great. But nothing will stay nothing. So I always bet on a person who will try, will fail, who will try and will fail again and fail again and fail again, because I know one day they'll do something, they will learn something, that they will become great in the future. So stop being afraid of making mistakes and start being afraid of not getting better. Because when you start being afraid of not achieving your full potential, then you start acting and really moving towards success. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.